off the court, you know, I can be the nicest person in the world, and that's one thing that I'm really, you know, trying to show is as soon as I step on the court, you know, I might not be that guy. You know, sometimes in the shooting drills today I was, you know, and I was clapping it up for whoever was shooting. But that's the mentality that I want to have is when I step on the court, there's no more nice guy, you know, and I had to turn that into anger and, you know, almost play with, like they said, my dad, a little dog in me. I have to look at my sheet. I can't remember off the top of my head. I haven't so far. No, sir.
You know, they have a couple of inside in the second round. Granted, being traded in the first round.
Right.
Do you think that's a possible landing spot, and what would you think?
Oh, you know, definitely. You know, and that'd be great. And I talked to my dad actually about that, and he said, you know, he loved the city and loved to play there. So, you know, I think that'd be cool, and that'll bring back a lot of memories, and I'm sure fans will love that. You know, along with myself. You know, I would love to play in Milwaukee.
Glenn, can you talk about the irony? I mean, it was 20 years ago. I remember this.
Yeah.
Everyone was talking who's going first, your father, Jason Kidd, or Grant Hill.
Right.
Now, 20 years later, you're going to be involved in an NBA draft.
Oh, yeah.
Can you talk about a little bit about that?
It's crazy. You know, exactly 20 years, and to be able to see my dad and pictures of him walking across the stage shaking his hand, that's something that I've dreamed of and always wanted to get to this moment ever since, you know, and just to be here is amazing. It's an amazing accomplishment, but this is not where I want to stop here, and I don't want to get complacent. So, you know, taking this step is just the beginning, I think.
So you mentioned you met with Detroit, Orlando, and Dallas yesterday, and then you mentioned Oklahoma City. So that was the fourth?
Yeah, OKC was the fourth.
And you said how many are today?
I believe I have 6, actually.
6 today.
Yeah, I have 6. I can't remember all the teams.
Rattle them off, that's
no.
Well, it's encouraging, though, to you that there's this many teams that have interest in you, and not all the guys have that many meetings and stuff like that.
Yeah, definitely. That's definitely encouraging, you know, and the meetings have all went well, you know, and they really are just asking more questions just about you as a person, you know. They did their homework, you know, they know most of what we can do on the court. They want to get to know you as a player, what your thoughts are, and kind of pick your brain a little bit. I actually met with a psychologist yesterday for one of the teams, and, you know, that was pretty cool.
How many workouts do you think you will do, or do you have a ballpark range?
I'm not sure. You know, I've asked my guys, my agents, and they're probably thinking. Last I heard was probably like 10 or something. So, yeah, about 10 or so. You know, I have to ask them again, but hey, all of them be hard work and fun.
Can you elaborate on what your biggest strengths are? What you're trying to reinforce?
Yeah, my biggest strengths are, I think, athleticism and you know, a little bit for a 3, the kind of vision on the court that I see sometimes. You know, and when I'm trying to improve on is, you know, I believe another strength of mine is shooting the ball. So, you know, and that's something I'm trying to really showcase of my game, shooting with being consistent, and you know, that's coming. I felt great today.
The team that drafts you, what are they getting?
You know, a guy that's not going to get in trouble off the court. You don't have to worry about any of that because of me. Someone else who is a hard worker every day in practice. You know, and I understand my role, what I have to do. And I'll switch that up for whatever team I have to play for, and that's something that I think I'm really good at, is understanding that, you know, along with not being complacent with just a role player, improving my game each season. That's something that I really try to work on, is improve something every season and get to a high level of basketball.
What's the one thing you need to improve on?
I think shooting consistently, but you know, really, I kind of don't focus on one thing. You know, I want to get better at all aspects of my game, and that's kind of my key, is being an overall player. You know, playing defense, trying to lock somebody up. I want to shoot the ball well, and you know, do whatever I can to help the team.
What kind of advice does your dad give you?
He gave me, just go out here and have fun. You know, get any of these moments back, and don't ever think back to college. You know, while you're on the court. You know, if you're struggling, don't think back. You know, you can't go back. So this is what you have to do.
How do you think you'll spend draft night?
I'm not sure. You know, my mom's she loves to plan things. She's an event planner, so man, she wants to kind of have a little party. So you know, with just close family and friends. So whatever it is, I know I'm gonna have a great time.
Glenn, what do you do well that translates to the NBA level?
Athleticism. That's definitely something, and the speed of the game. You know, and I do a great job of adjusting to speed and athleticism. And really another thing that I've been focusing on is at the next level, everybody's athletic, everybody's quick, so you have to find a way to separate yourself. You know, and footwork is almost key to that. You know, and that's really something I've been working on in my workouts. You know, it's footwork, getting my feet down on my shots releasing a little bit faster. You know, kind of step backs and different ways to get separation.
Have you learned and perfected the big dog yank? You know what that is.
What's the yank?
The crossover your dad had.
He actually told me about that. He told me about that. He said he was better at over the top crossover, kind of quicker crossover than all the way out. So.
That's the big dog yank.
Oh, yeah.